What I finally discovered is really truly meaningful for me is having kids that create their own music, compose their own music. So often they perform music, which is awesome, and listen to music and learn about music. But I really enjoy that where I am here in this recording studio class, kids are creating, composing their own music. And some of the songs kids have composed over the years, I recently went through and listened to some of my favorites over the last almost 10 years. And like some of the ideas are so innovative. Kids come up with like ideas that you wouldn't, I listened to them from a few years ago and I'm just like, they really did that. It's amazing what these kids could do if you give them a chance. They haven't been told I can't compose enough times. By the time people get to be adults, they're like, oh, I could never be a composer. But kids are like, why not? I can do it. So it's just amazing to see what they can do. I believe in finding ways to make it personalize things. Like when we come up with ideas for our projects, I have students propose their ideas. We vote on those ideas. Students get into groups that they voted for. They have a lot of ownership in the projects that they do. I had a student who, her brother's autistic, and she wanted to make a CD for autistic students. And it was a very unique idea, and the CD was called Bold.
B to the O to the L to the D, what does that spell? Bold! B to the O.
I spend most of my time in my life with my brother, and we have to really take care of him. So I always like to think about how he would feel. I like making things for him so it can be just for him, and so it will be special for him.
She really taught her group and our class a lot about what it is like to have an autistic person in your family and showed her love for her family. One of my proudest moments was in 2001 after the attacks on the World Trade Center. Our staff and students were really affected, and together with my students I worked on and came up with this song called the Freedom Song. It at our concert. The parents were really touched by it. The school, other schools in the district sang it also. We sang it at our Music in Our Schools Month concert, and I think a lot of people were able to communicate and express just their love of their country, their pain, and use music as a form of communication when it's hard to communicate other ways sometimes. One of the most significant challenges working in a gifted program with music is balancing academic excellence and musical creativity. It's important to have academic excellence, but you also have to fight and make sure that you have time for that creative process to happen. It's not all about the final product. The process is just as important. It may not seem like it right now, but we're right in between 2 weeks of summer camp. One of the ways that I expand my vision beyond just my regular classroom and give many more students a chance to compose their own music is to do summer camps through local colleges and throughout the school district. For authentic feedback, students connect with audio professionals through field trips, guest speakers, and mentor correspondence. Often students have a meaningful impact on the community when they create a message that affects the world we live in.
Sip it, rinse it, recycle it now. Sip it, rinse it, recycle it now. Sip it, rinse it, recycle it now. Sip it, rinse it, recycle it now.
Choose reusable containers when possible. When you can't, remember to sip it, rinse it, and recycle it.
Recycle it